What's going on, everybody? My name is Andy. Welcome to the channel. While I have your attention, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, helps the algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so I want to make a quick video about something that Toyota really needs to do. There's a lot of anticipation for this, and I don't know if they just don't know the total of these numbers yet, or if they're just not wanting to release them yet. But the first thing they need to release is mile per gallon. There's been a lot of speculation at what kind of mile per gallon you're going to get out of these trucks. Now, I've talked about this in several other videos. If it's anything like the Ford EcoBoost, if you're on the interstate and you're running above 70 mile an hour, you're probably going to get around 17 to 18 mile per gallon, just depending on what kind of incline, decline you're on. If you're below 65-ish, you'll probably get up closer to 20, 21. I don't know why that made such a difference in my EcoBoost, but 5 to 10 mile an hour made a huge difference in mile per gallon in that truck. And then around town, you're probably going to get 18 to 19 mile per gallon. But in that new hybrid iForce Max engine, who knows? We've heard rumors of up to like 28 mile per gallon. I'm not going to say that's not possible. That seems impossible, but maybe it isn't, being that it's a hybrid truck. But Toyota really needs to release these numbers because everybody is anticipating this. And just like everything else that they've done with this 22 Tundra, they have drugged this out forever to where people's almost lost interest. But they really need to release the mile per gallon numbers just so that we can see what we're getting and what to look forward to. Now, the second thing that they need to release is the price point. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that Toyota has said that this thing is going to be right around in line with the current gen Tundra. Now, I could believe that on some trim levels. With the regular twin turbo V6 on like an SR5 or a maybe even a limited trim level, maybe I could almost believe it would be close, within $1,000 to $2,000 of the current gen Tundra. But I think once you get up to that Platinum 1794 and TRD Pro package, that they're offering too much stuff on this for it to even be close to the current gen, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. But when you start putting panoramic roofs and things, 14-inch screens, rear lockers, crawl control, along with numerous other things, a hybrid engine package, 10-speed transmissions, I just find it hard to believe that they can keep all that technology and all those options in the same price point as the current gen Tundra. It's going to cost more to produce this truck because you're putting more options in it, like the lockers. It costs more to put an electronic locker in the rear of a truck than it does just to put gears back there. So that's automatically has to increase the price of this truck. Now, I'm not sure what a composite bed versus a steel bed cost, but when you go to aluminum body panels, that's probably going to cost more than steel body panels. I know it's going to cost more to repair this truck because that's been shown in the F-150s. There at the beginning, I'm not sure about now, but there at the beginning, I was told that if you messed up a fender or something or bedside on an F-150, it was almost double the cost of a regular steel bedside versus the aluminum. I just think that they're not going to be able to keep these vehicles in that same, or at least the upper trim levels, in that same price point. And my fear is that they're going to price these trucks out of the range of the ordinary person. Me, some of you that watch this channel are not in the ordinary, money makers in society. Some of you have way more money and could easily buy these things with cash. But with me and a lot of other people, the majority of the other people that probably watch this channel are probably not going to be able to go out and pay, you know, $75,000 or $80,000 or more for a TRD Pro fully loaded. That's just not in our budget. We just can't do that. And not that we couldn't do that and make that payment. We're not willing to put ourselves in that kind of, you know, burden payment wise in life. I know I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to make, you know, a $1,200 or $1,400 truck payment or more. Of course, if I trade mine in, it wouldn't be that much. But I'm just saying, if you bought one brand new, I'm not willing to put myself in that kind of a burden to try to say I've got to make this huge $1,000 plus truck payment every month. I'm just, and I know a lot of you are going to do the same thing. And that's my fear, that Toyota is actually going to price themselves out of the market. If they start putting this Platinum 1794 and TRD Pro package at the price of a Raptor, the normal person is just not going to pay that. And a lot of people really want that tech and stuff like that. And that may actually drive people to the competitors, because the competitors offer such huge rebates that it's hard to compete with that. Toyota don't offer the huge rebates like Ford and Chevy and Dodge and those people do. So I'm curious, Toyota really needs to release this information, especially if it's going to be an astronomical price, because if you want to buy one of these, now's the time to start saving. Because you're going to need a big down payment to get your actual payment near anything manageable or reasonable, in my opinion, if that's the direction that I feel like these trucks may go. I just can't see how they can put all the stuff they're wanting to put on this and keep it still in the $60-some thousand price range, low 60s or whatever it is. I just feel like it's going to be 75 plus for a top of the line TRD. And I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I've seen a lot of y'all have the same concerns I have, that they're just going to price themselves out of the market. I've seen other companies do this. The Toyota Supra did this back in the day, the Mark IV Supra. Back in '98, like a Mark IV Supra was like $60,000 or really close to it. Back in '98, that was a crap load of money, and the normal person could not buy a twin turbo Mark IV Supra. The 300ZX did it. The Mazda RX-7 did it. You just price yourself out of the market, and people just can't afford that. There's other options that they're willing to buy, such as the Mustang and the Camaro in the sports car world, that they can get. And they may not have been as fun of cars, but for the money difference, you could sink that much money into this car, and now you have a way more fun car. And it's going to be the same way with these trucks if Toyota isn't careful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. What do you think the mile per gallon is going to be on the hybrid engine? I'm really focused on a hybrid engine more than I am the regular twin turbo V6, because we have companies that make a twin turbo V6 that we can kind of compare those to. This hybrid engine, I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to get mile per gallon wise, and what's your guesstimate on the upper trim levels of this new Tundra. I think if Toyota's not careful, they could price themselves out of the market. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. We'll see us next time.